big, and you can probably get an A with 4 think tanks in the deck, but there's no assembly in the deck at all. So that card's going out, and I've got a rebuild where a better ECM mech goes in. So the Mistlinks C, I think, goes in. So it's not that big of a difference. Oh, let me go get on the server. Yeah, so I streamline it. It only has one black market and all that. Oh.
Black market. So many people play black market, but I try not to. Like I figure if I've got black market and I'm relying on black market, then I just feel like the deck is too vulnerable. So I try to build
some decks need to have black market. Yeah. Just depends on the strategy. Oh, for sure. Like if you're kind of going for a single strategy, you should be playing like it depends on a card or a combo. You should probably have 2 to 4 black markets. Yeah. But generally black market isn't a great card. You should probably put 1 in every deck. That's my rule. Is
I do. It
like
works,
convince me that
it works well in this deck because like late game where I'm just because I don't really have anything expensive in my deck, so once if I get 8 assets out, then I can basically deploy anything I draw every turn, and even then I usually don't I don't always get 8 assets out, and then if I'm late game and I just I'm pulling extra assets I don't need, then I can just swap out for a superior or risky or something.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why you should put a black market in every deck is you should deploy it so you don't to give your opponent another target.
Yeah.
Because it could save you a deck hit, right? For no other reasons than that. So Lackey just crashed on me, so let me close it and then reopen it. So yeah, my philosophy is that's one of the cards. Just like you should have a War Funds in every deck, because it's a draw card. So even if you're playing a single asset, you should put 1 War Funds in because it can accelerate. It can accelerate resource production, and then trim your deck down. So it's all these very. Talking about all these advanced, like I don't know, I think about these things all the time. So like of course I'll put a War Funds in because my opponent might go after it instead of my deck and thinking there's some play coming and there's none, or it just makes my opponent think. So I'm always thinking of that. Yeah. Okay, let me join this game.
I have one player that I won't give away his name because I don't want to reveal his weaknesses, but he's very predictable in certain things. He goes after cards under construction way too much, and I've kind of got a sense of his play style, and so it's easy to play against him. So a lot of times I'll just drop an assembly and throw some construction counters on it, and he'll go after that, and I'm just like, yep, you got my assembly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a way better deck builder than I am a player, to be honest.
Well, it comes with, you've also
eventually I might get there, but
you're only like a season into being back into the game. So I mean, I think when we did the first league last summer 2022, I think I won one of my games. So but I've also gotten like 200 to 300 games in since then. So
I'll go first since I lost and we're playing the same deck.
My hand is good.
I've got a good hand, so I'll draw my card. And I'll put a resource out and switch it over. Yeah, even in Magic, I'm actually a really good Magic the Gathering player, but I think I'm a better deck builder than I am a player even in that. I just make the wrong calls sometimes, Yeah. I'm a terrible draft player. Like if I can't set my game up, then
really?
you know.
Well, Draft I like, but
I can't even.
sealed is my favorite. I really like sealed. So
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm the
Let's see.
opposite.
How do
Like
I
I
want?
don't think I'm a great deck builder because I just my memory doesn't work at a level to like be thinking about all the cards. But once we're playing, I think I have good tactical sense.
Oh, oh. I've determined I am a great deck builder because there's so many times I share decks with people, and recently I did, and I got beat by my own deck. So with modifications, so I'm like, oh, I must be an awesome deck builder since I'm playing against my own deck. Okay, I'm gonna go search. Yeah, wait to if you ever get a chance this winter sometime I gotta show you that initiative system because
Definitely.
it's gonna make you think for about 30 days and then you're gonna be like come to my conclusion and be like, no, no, that's way too much.
Well, if I was redesigning a game, I would initiative would be based on unit speed, not whatever this tactics.
That's what my initiative system that's a heavy part of this
Yeah.
system. And I use these cards to come up with it. So yeah, well, I'll have to show it to you. Like I said, you're gonna think about it and be like, I want to play a couple games with this and see what and then you're gonna be like,
Mm,
imagine it in a tournament, and you're gonna be like, that's too much.
right.
At least that was my conclusion. I think I got that out right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it is good.
Oh shit.
The initiative system is good. So I will admit.
Pretend you didn't see that. Let's
I'll pretend. It's not gonna matter. Right?
see.
We already know each other's deck.
Four on it.
Got a lot of assembly though. I used to think assembly was the best asset, but now I'm thinking munitions or tactics
Well,
might be now.
let's redo something here. Construction -1. Turn that over.
Give me a target.
Do I want to do that?
I got 4 coming at you,
Alright.
so.
Ugh, I think I was just
So that
leave it where it was.
yeah, if you're trying to prevent me from knocking it out,
Okay.
you're gonna
All you, bud.
need at least 2 under. Okay. All right. Now I gotta think. Okay. That would be 1, 2. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Assign. Go get. And we'll just grab one of those. That goes there. Hmm. We'll run to the stockpile for 4. Come up.
Well, let's go. 3. Clear that. 2.
Yep, Fireball. The targeting.
All right. Back to you, bud.
Okay. Oh, no, you did give me a target out there. Yes, you did. Okay. It doesn't really matter, does it? Take a mission to your stockpile.
Okay. 4, 8. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Got it. One. Let's send Fire Moth at your support munitions. And
I can't block it.
drop a superior. Roll dice. Nothing.
Draw a card.
Let's see. All right. Move that up and turn is yours.
You're going to do that next turn. Take a mission to your stockpile, all three together. You can block it.
4, 4, and 4. 3, 12, 6. Sure, I'll block it with the Dragonfly here.
Yeah, you got to block that, don't you?
And I'll jump. And risky.
Yep.
So I've got 5, so I'll deal 40 or Kit Fox C and 1 to your. Or wait, you got ECM. 5.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 to your, all of it to Kit Fox C.
Got it. Let me do some calculations. So you're reducing 2, and then you have 1 armor, so you're reducing 3. So I need 8 to kill you, right? So let's see, 3. So I got to do everything to you to kill you. I'll go ahead and do everything to you. Total of
We'll
8 total.
give him a line in the remembrance.
Yeah. I'm going to leave that think tank out there. Let you think about that.
Yeah.
It's that earlier conversation. And I got the summoner out. It's kind of one of my new favorite cards, a summoner. Even though it's not as big as I would like, it's the alpha strike is sure nice, and then it's got the long range. Yeah, it's got cool art.
All right.
Oh, here comes the fight.
All right. Let's.
Oh, I got to get rid of my C. Hold on.
I'll send that Firemaw to your stockpile, and
Okay.
not block, and I'll overheat to deal 5.
I can't block you.
You could have a
5.
Shrouded Moors or something.
Yeah, you already know I don't have anything like that. So 5 total.
5 total.
Yep. 2. Okay.
All right. The turn is yours.
Got it. The turn is now mine. All right. Big stuff happening. Yeah, you got some pants on now. See, can I disrupt anything over there? Possibly. All right. Yeah, not ready for that yet. Okay. What do I want to do? Got a little medium dude running around. You're going to throw. You've got a big 6 pants going. I need 7. I could pop that guy, but then you could jump. Yep. So we're going to slug it out a little bit. All right. You want to slug? Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's drop that. Let's slug it out a little bit. I'll send a mission to your stockpile.
Everyone.
Yeah, all together.
I'll block with a Fenris. And I'll deal 3.
Let's see what I got.
3 to your Kit Fox Prime.
Okay. Where's that damage? Okay. I'm trying to think here. 3, 6. I got 9, so I'm gonna do 7 to the Fenris. I'll send 1 to the
2 to stockpile.
deck. I'm gonna send 2 because I can do it twice. Yep. So 2 to the stockpile. Ah, look who I got. Such a good call. Okay. Then we're gonna put out another big guy. And I'll give it to you.
2.
And I didn't even alpha strike that time. Well,
1.
didn't have to. And you are not hitting anything good yet, are you?
Get rid of that. Yeah, I'll get rid of that and that.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna need her.
And then I will that. Don't want to do that. No, I want to drop a Latha, 2 there, and then drop that. Tap 1. Let's send a Latha to your. What do I want? Okay. Sure, let's send a Latha to your stockpile. For 8.
All right, she's gonna hit
8.
for 8 total. Got it.
Send the Viper to your Kit Fox. For 3.
Viper's going to the Kit Fox with 3. Okay. Got it.
Turn is yours.
You done? All right. It's even Steven. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Let me untap everything first. Interesting. No, so you're wide open here, huh? Good stuff. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna do that. Aidan Pryde. About friggin' time. I played that card. So we'll do that. Let's go get Assembly 2. And I'm going to go grab a card out of the deck. So those are getting scrapped. And you know Aiden's going up on a summoner here. That's fun. Now, should he guard and just crush Alethea when she comes running in? Because he can eliminate everything she does. Or should he just go right after the deck and just start smashing you? What would Aidan do? And let's see, we're at 26. You got 2 mechs right now, so yeah, I'm gonna take the free run in. He's gonna go in. I'm gonna go each mech separate, just in case you do some trickiness. And Aiden's coming in for a run at the deck.
Alright, how many?
He'll go ahead and Alpha Strike, so he'll do 5, 6, 7. That's it, 7. And then he'll go in and he'll do 5. He'll Alpha Strike. So you got 12 total coming.
Got it.
And then I really want to go after you with that Viper, but just duke it out right here. While I get my counter, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, because you're gonna just gonna pound on each other. I'm gonna let her through. She does how much damage? She's gonna do 1 plus. She's on a top. Yeah, she's got +1 attack. So she does 1. You did 8 with that mech. How did you get the 8 again? Because you have AP, right?
Overheat.
Overheat +1.
Overheat 2, because basically she makes it. She absorbs it.
That's right. That's right. The overheat 2, and that's so you got 5, 6. Does that thing? Yeah, it has AP 7, and then the targeting computer makes it 8. So that's a big old vicious hit. 8. I could defend, or I could hit you for 4. So, and then if I hit that thing, you have to repair. But you have plenty of resources, so you can smash me. Yeah, I'm gonna go at your deck.
Okay. For 4.
I'll take the free hit, 4 hit. Yep. I'm taking a risk.
Got it.
See if you can do 24 damage in a turn, right? It's a risk. And then I'll get Aidan's little counter off him in case you get froggy. Still until winter, right?
It's possible. It depends on what I draw here. Not quite.
Yeah. You might get froggy. I'm thinking you're going to have to defend. Call the game, depending on what you got going on. I don't even know if Bjorn can do it for you. I know you'll have to defend with at least 1. I think you have to attack with Alethea because Aidan Pryde will totally negate her, kill her. It's your only shot. Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta get rid of those guys.
All right. Let's send Aletha in for 8.
On the stockpile, okay. Scrap. Got it.
Back to you.
Defend, defend. You're gonna draw 2. I just gotta keep on keeping on. Defend there. I can block more than once with that Viper. I got another Viper coming up. Yeah, I really want to attack, but you're big and strong now. I want to call the battle. Aidan wants to call the battles now. So we're going to defend. Pull all that up. So they're all guarding. 3 guards up there on the stockpile. 2 patrol.
Mm.
Aidan's rough, isn't he?
I don't care about Aiden.
Especially that initiative line.
I don't mind Aiden.
Oh, you care about Aidan. He totally negates Alethea. He totally, this one card takes her out.
Hmm. All right, 1, 2. Alright, let's send this Viper. Let's send this Viper at your Kitbox Prime.
All right. I deal 3 to you.
I'll risk it. I'll deal 6 back. I'll send a Latha to your Viper B.
All right. She's going to negate his damage, isn't she? Yep. She's extra fast, so yep, I can't stop her.
Okay.
I'll deal 3 to her.
Alright, let's move these 2 up, and the turn is yours.
How much damage she do?
She did.
How much damage she do to him?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took 1 damage.
So you overheat?
Yeah, I overheat 1.
Okay. To kill him. Okay.
Alright, turn is yours.
Mm. I got a resource left over. Clear that. Where'd you at? I draw 2, you'll be down to 6. Not just there yet. Not there yet. And then everybody's guarding up there, and then 2 patrollers. Yeah, you gotta kill Kitfox Prime. Every turn. That's what you gotta hit.
There.
I didn't
There.
realize this game it's a long range too. It's brutal.
Four. All right, let's send these three at your. Do that. Let's send these three at your summoner A with no pilot.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I will Alpha Strike. Wait, that's a fast mission, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Have all that, and I'll wait. Wait. Because I'm going to pop 5, so I'll be able to kill at least the Dasher. Kill the Dasher no matter what. Okay, yep, I will Alpha Strike. And I will send... Oh, he doesn't have jump, so you can't do that to him. Okay, so 2 damage to him, and who do I want? Yeah, I want, and then I'll send 2 damage to the Viper Bee. And then you're doing 9 to me, so that'll take me out. Unless you're doing long range.
No, I attack
Do you
your
have
Viper.
long range? You do have long range. Oh, that's right. Got it.
All right, I'll send Aletha at your Kit Fox Prime.
All right, I'll throw 3 at her.
Okay.
You overheating?
No, I don't need to.
You don't need to for him? You had to last time.
I believe I was attacking a Viper last time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you attacked the Viper, that's right. All right.
All right, let's move these up. Turn is yours.
Three guards and 1 patrol. Turn is yours. You got to kill the two big guys, don't you?
Two.
Give me a sec, Travis, while you take your turn. All right, I'm back.
All right. Aletha is going at your Uller S.
All right, 5 damage going at you.
Is that right? Wait, hold up a sec. Sorry. Uller S. No, your Viper Prime.
Sure.
Sorry, is first.
Okay. She's going after Viper Prime.
And she's doing 3.
Okay, 3 damage coming at her.
Overheat 1 for 6, and I'm taking 1.
Okay.
And
Got
then
it.
I will single combat with Aletha and your Uller S.
And the Uller S. Okay, I'll send 5 at her.
That kills her. She kills you. I'll send
It's only Aidan left.
those 4 at Aidan.
Okay. Aidan will Alpha Strike. And let me look at what we got coming. I'll go ahead and we'll just, one of the Viper Primes, he'll just target that.
Okay.
Eliminate all its abilities.
Where's, oh, sorry, I'm going first. 1, yeah, I'm just dealing my 12 to you.
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, I should have dealt all my damage, which was 7. So,
6. No, you've got 8. If you Alpha Strike,
yeah.
you've got 8. So enough for.
Oh yeah, 5.
Enough for a Viper and a.
Oh, he is a 3, isn't he? Yeah, 8. So let's go with a Viper and a Dasher, right? That's 6, 7, 8.
All right, Aiden's
Get rid of
done.
him.
Let's go Viper Beater stockpile for 5 plus 5 with the con.
Okay.
And 5 more with the other Viper for the game.
That's a win.
Whew, that's close.
Can't beat Khan. I can't beat Khan. Ever.
He's rough, man. Yeah, I mean having him
First,
just sitting there in the scrap heap, I was just like I knew I could pull him whenever I needed to. You need to go out, you needed to get that black market off the table. I think that would have been helpful.
oh, because you were cycling. I mean, I was one turn away.
Well, I mean, if had I not
Um,
drawn that single combat, I went into one. So, but I
okay.
also
Oh, so
knew
it was a single combat.
what's that?
You think it was the single combat?
Yeah, because
I think it was Bjorn that won it.
well, both. Well, I knew Bjorn was in the scrap heap, but the single combat I had to draw it. So if that was one of the 4 cards left,
Okay,
I went into one because I needed a single combat to take out 2 of your defenders with 1 card. Otherwise, I
that's
wouldn't
right.
have had enough cards to get through, even with the con. But
Yeah.
tight down to the wire. Aidan is fallible, but certainly not easy. I think just this deck
Uh,
doesn't really. I mean, Aletha, that card text is important, but I can just target people other than Aidan with her, so he doesn't really, you know,
yeah.
threaten my deck other
Well,
than being just like really hard to kill with that +2 armor.
yeah, I have more of a problem, believe it or not, with Aiden than Bjorn because Bjorn is so situational. And the issue I have with Aiden is he affects too many different cards, right? Like you said, if I hadn't have gotten these 2 cards, which you got them, and that's great. But like I can put 1 card in the problem I have with Aiden is I can put 1 card in my deck and I affect so much, right? Like um there's a like if Aiden's on an extra fast or even a fast mech, which there are situations where I would do that, right? Because that would affect the gameplay. I can affect like I can affect terrain, I can affect mechs, I can affect almost all the pilots. I did find a pilot that he's completely awesome, worthless against, which is one that nobody plays, but it's the repair. I forget what that one's called.
Gearhead.
The one that Gearhead. Yeah, because its ability goes off outside of combat. The other thing he affects is cards that are dependent on the unit for mission, like Heroic Sacrifice. So there's so many decks, like these are combo decks that are, kind of like skillfully played. He takes all of them out.
Yeah.
He takes out civilian my big problem is he takes out terrain. So terrain is like not worth playing while Aiden is, if you know there's a deck out there that can come at you or pull Aiden out of the scrap heap or whatever, and you don't play terrain, but it's still a tight game against your deck, which is good. That's good. You got to have a competitor against Bjorn, but I have less a problem with Bjorn. I think Bjorn's cost is a little too low, but other than that, it's very situational, right?
Yeah.
Like it's super situational. As long as I'm blocking, Bjorn doesn't get to go off, right? Or so you just play fast mechs, or you defend well. But like Aiden just affects too many decks. That's my issue with him. Is he can affect decks that play. He breaks too many combos, and I don't know if that's great for the game to break combos of decks, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I think it's just needs a simple, nerf rewrite eventually, and
Yeah, you think just harnessing it to like units and commands involved in the
Yeah,
battle,
yeah.
like
I
units
kind of
and
gave a
classes.
little rewrite on it, and I gave a little rewrite. I can repost it if you want, but it's back there in the development. Or one of the things I said was keep it in the battle. Um, that would do a long. But there's 2 sides to Aiden that makes him so powerful. Number one is when he attacks, especially if he attacks, right? So imagine I'm attacking you with Aiden. He's going to win initiative, like especially in a swarm deck. So he's going to play a bunch of swarmers, right? He's going to come in and win initiative. That's super powerful to have such a universal card. Like I said, I'm not even playing missions, right? And you're like, why aren't you playing missions? I go, I'm playing Aiden. And the reason why is because Aiden can just take care of so many events, right? So like I don't have to worry about playing terrain anymore because Aiden's in the game, right? I don't have to worry. All I have to worry about is raw force, right? And chances are I'm going to have a good game, right?
Yeah.
And like so, if you take so many decks, if I go up against a civilian population deck, I just wait till I get Aiden, right? Either black market or I draw him, and I got a good enough deck that I can get out there and defend and fight, right? You know, and it's eventually going to happen, and then civilian will just die, right? It just, my opponent has like, I think I counted 12 cards have to go into the deck to make civilian work in a deck, right? Like if you're just going to play off that, like in my deck, when I played it, I had 12 cards. Well, this deck only needs one card to negate that whole deck.
I think people put too much faith. I've never lost a game against civilian settlement, for one. And it's just not a
Yeah, I
card
think
that's
it's totally
considered
beatable.
good, even in the old meta, in the WotC meta. So I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah, no, it's a good play, but it takes to get it off reliably. It's a 12 card game. It's actually a 16 card dedicated to that combo alone. You know, you have to be able to retrieve it. You have to be able to search for it. So your falsified maps, you got to play 2 to 3 of it itself. And then you have to play like treachery or something that's going to keep it effective, or do some sneaky stuff. Playing civilian on its own is not a good play, but to dedicate that much to getting it out so you can at least do a little bit of damage and then have one card negate it, that's crazy. And then also, like, there's so many cards, like great units that are now totally defeatable by Aidan, like Crusader, Archer, right? Because they pay such a heavy price. And that's the other thing with Aidan is overheat mechs. Like, you're not playing a lot of overheat mechs, but like these great mechs that people would play, they're slow. Aidan can come in, win the initiative, and be like, go ahead, do your thing. And they overheat. And then Aidan's like, yeah, but you know what? I'm going to ignore that effect. They've already taken the overheat damage. They've already alpha struck. That's huge.
You do alpha strike. You do take the alpha strike, but you can't.
You should take the overheat because they're doing it in initiative order.
You don't do the overheat. You don't deal damage until the end of the battle.
That's right. So you're right. But the alpha strike you will take.
That's like things like forged mission orders, where like if you overheat and you alpha strike and somebody forged mission orders, you do take the alpha strike, but you don't take the overheat damage.
Okay. So the overheat isn't. The overheat isn't too bad then. But the alpha strike, so that's really powerful that he can go in on initiative, let you do your thing, and then figure out what he wants to do. That's where I think how he affects decks, how he affects so many things. That's the thing. So I think that's what needs to. I think he's totally worth playing, and you can keep the same effects, but I'd like to see, like, you could have him take out one whole unit, and that would be super powerful. I think he needs to be able to take out one option. That's my thing on one unit,
Very good then, because I don't know. Well, I mean,
you don't think so?
Keep playing, prove me wrong, but he hasn't won yet, so you gotta get it. Gotta show.
But I think I mean, your deck is probably just about the most competitive deck to play for sure. Bjorn is just ruthless. You're a great player.
Next chance we get, I'll play my other deck. I've got a subterfuge deck that I'd be interested in playing against you.
Aidan. Yeah. I mean, if you want to test it out. I want to play the more streamlined version. Like,
really do much in that deck either, because all the cards are, really messing with you outside of battle anyway. So, but who knows?
The
best.
The one that the best subterfuge is what is that one? The one where you can just attack without being, I forget what, inside job. Aidan doesn't really do much against that, but it's not. I just think he affects too many cards. Does that make sense? Plus, his initiative gain is huge. Like, he's good enough to play on his own. He's a +3. But yeah, if he just affected like one unit in the battle, right? Then he takes the terrains off. So like Rocky Gorge right now, civilian, you just name them all. Like Deep Lake. I had a Deep Lake deck. I'm never going to play that Deep Lake deck again. Like, while Aidan still has his ability, because it's, you're kind of playing it to get the sneak attack in. You dedicate so much of your deck to getting that sneaky attack. Like, oh, we're in a deep lake now, and you're gonna die. It's fun, right? And it may not be the top competitor, but it's pretty competitive and casual. But if everybody's running around with Aidan, none of the terrains are worth playing. And I would say some of those mechs that are really great right now just aren't worth playing. Like Crusader is an amazing, top league play last season was heavily drawing on the Crusader, right? Aiden's just going to be like, yeah, you can't do your thing. Do your 2 damage and let's move on, right? It's like, that's powerful. And he's going to do it in initiative, right? And he's going to add damage to the game, right? Like, there's a lot of power in that. I think Aiden's pretty good just adding the initiative and being able to play multiple missions off of 1 card because he can swarm up and win the initiative, and I think he negates decks like that are negative initiative decks too. That's the other thing he does, right? So he affects that play, which is fine. That's a good play for him to affect, like
Well, yeah,
you have negative
the
initiative.
goal of negative initiative is just to force people to start playing pilots. And I mean that because that's what BattleTech is. It's mechs and pilots, and so, I wanted to kind of figure out a way to kind of develop the game that, if you just go in and there's nothing increasing your initiative, then you're always going to be losing. And then if you put in pilots that do negative initiative, then you've got to be, throwing some spice in your pilots as well. So I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
but but
the
but
league is so
but
small.
Aiden negates the negative effect of that pilot. So now you have to consider: is it even worth
But
playing
you got to
that
remember
pilot
that.
in a world where
Well, you got to remember that.
Aiden can do that?
Well, no, because the initiative phase is not the same as the abilities phase. So Aiden isn't affecting people's initiative because his abilities haven't come into play yet. So there's
No, it does because the
initiative.
negative initiative keeps you from playing missions.
It can keep you.
Even though
Yeah,
I'm not
it'll keep you
playing
from playing
missions,
missions, but it's not going to move around the order. So
right, right. But it will. But so Aiden comes in and just boosts up his initiative, number 1. So he's going to possibly win that because you're kind of playing that negative initiative thing. So he's going to beat the negative initiative because he's going to swarm in with like 2 kit foxes, right? And he's going to be like, well, I'm a +2 or I'm +3 initiative. So that's completely negated. But then he can go in and say, well, let's say somebody's smarter than me and playing 2 sets of missions, which they should be playing. Then Aiden's going to be like, well, not only that, I'm going to negate your pilot so I don't have negative initiative, and here's two missions hitting you too. I mean, that's just really strong, right? And maybe he should be that strong, but the fact that he can choose to do that to terrain or that pilot and get rid of the negative initiative because he's boosting initiative, and he can get rid of the negative initiative, and then you can be like, now I can play all kinds of missions, and this is going to get even more fun. I just think there's a combo of effects. He needs a little bit of nerfing or some nerfing, and I think maybe restraining him to the battle could be effective, right? Or even restraining him to the unit. I don't know thematically how that affects
yeah,
what you thought. So, I mean, him just taking out one whole unit's abilities. There's so many, you're building so many units now that have so many abilities, right? Like cluster, missile, alpha strike, that alone makes him a force to be reckoned with, and a good card to play in the game in case somebody comes at you with like heroic sacrifice or whatever.
right.
Because then you can be like, just do your 2 damage this time around after you play your heroic sacrifice.
Yeah. Keep looking at it.
It's worth playing out.
Play it out, buddy. Test me. Show me results. And
Yep.
yeah, we'll keep looking. But
Well,
I
I
just
posted that deck. So in
obviously.
the rookie league, if everybody's playing Jade Falcon in the rookie league, you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna nerf
Well,
Aiden
no,
now.
I mean, I don't. There's not much I do. Rookies, they make log games, but they're not really bringing tier S deck building strategies to the game.
No, I posted it, so they just got to build it and then go try to figure out how to play it.
I mean, well, I posted, a deck. The first deck I posted in the deck list channel was a deck that could have won all of the rookie league last season, and no one used it. So you never know. I mean,
Yeah,
rookies love playing. People love playing the deck they build. So who knows?
yeah, yeah.
All right, I gotta go, bud. Thanks for the games.
Yep, I gotta go.
All
Okay,
right, bye.
bye. Good night.
Enemy mech destroyed. Primary objective successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Sensors indicate friendly dropship has entered atmosphere. ETA dropship 1 minute. Shutdown sequence initiated.